Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, this is AjK36 bringing you another silver to gold. This is our 5th match, coming at you with Apollo in the carry lane. This one is a pop off for me, which is nice. I haven't had one yet, and this is my chance to do it. On top of that, we are going against the Morgan and Merc from last game that were on my team that said that the Morgan was a diamond smurf. So with that being said, this I'm excited for this one. I'm excited! And then you do see down here, oh, a master smurf. Morg says she was a master smurf. My bad. She definitely does not play like a master smurf for sure this game. And to look at it, we do have almost a full diamond team on my team, and then everyone else in the game is pretty low. Once again, PG Hale, the Morgan, claims to be a master smurf. So we move on into the game. I start off full trans, full or tier 2 trans into 3 green pots, 3 multi pots, and a beads. And we start off our purple to move into the carry lane, where we kind of just try and poke them out. Jing is pretty good this game. We do put a lot of pressure on him, so he can start rotating way earlier than expected, which is nice. This is a pretty good play by him. We get a lot of poke off onto the Neath, and I miss one shot, but I don't miss the last one. That's first blood for me, and I'm excited. This Neath is not very good, but I'll take whatever I can get. I'll take it all. I'll find the weak link. You see me holding my level 2 on which one I was wanting to do, because I was waiting to either grab my 2 just in case a jungler popped up, or grab my 3 if I wanted to get aggressive onto this Yorgamander. And then I do a really greedy play by putting another point into my 2. It ends up working out because the jungler does not make the rotation over. Him and the Morg are playing together, so that's where he spends the majority of his time. And we're just bullying this Yorgamander Neath combo. We're just pushing waves under and moving. The only thing is Jing isn't really able to yeah, Jing isn't able to actually like lift him up and stun him because of Yorg passive. And I don't know what the Neath is doing right here. What is she doing? I'll take the free kill once again. Alrighty, moving on up. Me and him are gonna go do our purple and probably back. I do back in for enough gold for a full trans. So back in lane, it's just a farming situation again. We do go do oracles, and that's when the Jing is gonna leave my lane and just start roaming mid and solo, unless he's needed in carry lane again, which I don't think he is. So yeah, we do oracles. The York shows mid. Luckily the Cuckoo just got back to mid. I am now gonna go just farm more carry lane. I see both mid and jungle are right, so is York. I kind of think I should have pushed her a little bit more on that, but I did not. Just kind of waiting for the right opportunity. She just hit 5, I just hit 6. I think I back. No, I do my purple. Pretty sure I back, and then I ulti back to wave with my 900 gold. I do want tier 2 boots at least, just in case of a rotation. I don't back though, that's crazy. Kinda wish I dashed into her. Oh, she jumps before I can 2 properly. I just go base. I see the team, the enemy team is mid, so I feel comfortable enough just lazy backing. I then grab wards, and I do use my wards this game, which is really nice. I know a lot of the times I was kind of slacking on that. This game I do use wards pretty often, and I do ulti into the purple buff where Neath is at, and I am able to just chunk her. I 2 and then auto. Apollo's 2 is a mez. So as soon as I do damage to her, she can move, but she was so low that she only needed 1 more auto. So I'm 3-0 right now, 7 minutes in. Our team is up by 1,000 gold. The Morgue is kind of popping off a little bit in the mid lane. Well, I mean, I say that. She gets the first kill on their team right now. But the fact that it's 6-0 and she was able to get a kill without dying is pretty significant. And they've caught back almost completely in gold. I do stay over way too long. I hear the Morgue right here. I beads it. I don't get the mez off onto her though, which is a big thing, and then I catch a Neath ulti. I do get 2 ultis here because I do believe I died to the Yorm ulti. I do. And that was just a dumb play on my end. I warded, but it didn't ward deep enough. And it ended up costing me my life. I needed to ward a little deeper towards like Gold Fury, and I needed to not stay with mid and the support missing off the map. I see she's at her purple, but my purple's up and I don't need to. I doubt I make it in time for me to even try and steal her purple. Grab my purple. I'm pretty sure I try to take oracles. Oracles, I see are down. I do want to ward Gold Fury just in case. I don't want them there. I mean, they're ahead of golden on us now, which is unfortunate. They caught up in kills. My team is kind of just throwing it a little bit. Not really throwing, but they've let them catch up, which isn't a good thing. As soon as I start rotating with the team, I think we'll start doing better, but I'm worried to die. She uses her last little bit of mana. She's not able to backflip, and I'm able to just take her. This Morgue play is a little weird. She tries to ulti. I am able to mez it before she goes through a complete ulti, and that's a double kill for me. 5-1-0, and my team's still off on gold, which is unfortunate, but this tower kill right here will jump us up back into the lead, sort of. Nope, it's kind of just even. I help us get even. Yeah, so gonna move forward. So right here, my Bakasura goes in way too deep. I could ulti in and try and save him, but it's just a really risky play for me. So instead, I go and help this this Cuckoo, try and save him from the Mercury. And just 1 more auto, and dead. I could have saved this Jinxian as well, but he does get ultied by the Morgan. So that's, I mean, it wasn't a great, we get a kill out of it, but we lost 2, so it wasn't really worth it in the end, because if the Bakasura doesn't try and go as hard as he does, none of that even happens. We kind of just mulligan and wait until a better opportunity for us, but with that opportunity gone there, we just got what we could get out of it. I see Neath there, I see Morgan there. I'm able to just back in lane. Neath is the least of my worries in this game. I have 0 fear of her. You do kind of like see me once I go base, like what I want to do, where I want to go. I saw solo lane pushing, but I also see the 2 mid on the Morgan and the York, and I think that's a good spot for me to go. She pulls there, and I just kind of predict her movement right there. It wasn't a hard one to predict. I am able to get the kill. I wait for my team so the mez goes through, and me and the Yorgamander chase down this, or me and the Jinxian chase down the Yorg. He's staying, which isn't smart. I can mez 1 and then auto, and he's dead. If I am not as high of a level as I am, because I am the highest level in the game, I probably don't do that right there, but because I'm more so feeling myself than anything, like I just felt confident. I have max level 2 which allows me to tank the tower better. And the Yorg was super low. I knew the combo would kill him, so I just, without hesitation, kind of did it. It's one of those, just over time, you know when you can do it and get away with it cleanly. Yeah, so we were able to get Gold Fury, and we kind of just move up into trying to do next things. What are we going to do next? At this point, the next objective is either a tier 2 or a fire giant. It's kind of early for a fire giant, but I am really far ahead, so as long as I have someone to tank it, we should be good. You see me here. This is an important one. You see me kind of hovering and looking into the mini-map, or the team stats and all that, trying to see what I'm going against, what I want to do. I'm kind of leaning towards a Toxic Blade, but I see that they don't have a ton of healing. I then think, oh, maybe I should go into an Executioner's, but I'm not really worried about their tanks at the moment. So I end up making, so I kind of like, I'm weighing my options, seeing what I want to do, and I'm like, you know what I really want to do? I want to go crit a Fail Not. And a Fail Not's really good for me because I'm using my ulti to engage fights instead of retreating from a fight. So I'm able to get the passive off for the Fail Not and actually utilize it for my team. So you see me ulti here mid. The Mercury is able to juke me out. He's pretty quick on his feet, so it's kind of hard to land an ulti when he's expecting it, just because he's able to move faster. We do see this York pushing left, so I get greedy for the farm. I probably could have saved my tower here if I didn't. We see him. I see him moving. He's giant. It's hard to miss him. I deal a little bit of damage, and then I let the Cuckoo and Jinxian finish the kill while I just run and get more farm. One big thing about carry lane, and I don't see a lot of actual carries doing this, is they kind of just skip over, like they get their like main items. They get like 4 items, and then they never go back to farming. Then they just want to fight. And sometimes that's good, sometimes that's what the team needs, but what really you want to do is you want to continue farming. There's never enough gold on a hunter, because it's the one that's going to do the most damage in the end. Well, hopefully the most damage. If not the most damage to towers, and that's how you win game anyways. Kills aren't going to get you tower unless they're unless they surrender, and it's in ranked, you don't surrender all that often. I don't have wards here. I have one that's about to go down, so I'm kind of like worried on why I'm fighting here. I'm pretty sure the Morgan's coming. Right here, I kind of wish I had a Odysseus bow. The electric proc would have killed her right there. I'm pretty sure I hear the Morgan Q here in a second. Yeah, oh no, I see the Yorg, and then I'm just like, you know what, I'm out. I don't see Morgan. The Yorgamander's there. I dip out, but I don't run to base. That's one thing a lot of Apollos will do, is if they sense danger at all, they just automatically ulti and run back to base. I ultied and ran back to farm, so I'm in danger. So yeah, it's all about keeping that gold lead, if not for your team, but for yourself. I imagine I'm really far ahead in gold, just naturally. And then on top of that, I'm the highest level in the game, because me and the Jinxian were able to make such an early lead for ourselves that he kind of was just able to leave me alone, and without worries. Like a lot of the times, supports want to leave early but can't because the hunter isn't in a good enough spot to be left. So they call attack mid, and I don't have ulti, so I just kind of walk there. And seeing this right here, The call to mid was made, and I say on my way, and I'm so kind of just like one-minded on that I don't see the wave pushing right. If I just go right and push that tower and wait for my ulti to come in and see if this fight is actually going to develop in the way that I want to fight it, then I think it turns out differently. But I do end up, because I believe in this fight, I get completely just done in by a Mercury ulti. The Jing ultis the Morgan and the Nike, and then the Mercury comes through. The Morgan ultis into the Nike, and I'm just slowed into oblivion, and it's just kind of, there's two Nikes wailing at me and a Mercury just CCing me to death. So looking at the situation now from my computer right now, the better play was to go right and see how the fight developed. And that's something you guys kind of need to, if you're looking to play carry, that's what you need to do. You need to make sure, because you're not necessarily always needed in the fight. Like the Neith in this fight doesn't do anything. She kind of just adds a little bit of poke, but she doesn't make the fight winnable. It was more so the Mercury, the Morgan, and the Nike. They kind of were just able to cluster our team up and then just take them out. The Neith was just there, and it's kind of what happened to me. I was just there and wasn't able to actually accompany the team into an actual good fight because I didn't even have my ulti. Wasn't able to use my fail knot, one of the main items that I picked up. So with that being said, just kind of look at your options before you just like rush to whatever their call is. Even if a team is calling, like, more so random. If you're playing with people and they know what they're talking about, you still can look at what you want to do, like what might be better. Like you can talk it out. But if you just get a random saying like attack middle lane because he's frustrated with the team fight's not going his way, it's not something you have to do. I kind of blow my lead by a little bit, not by much. I'm still almost 20, whereas the rest of the team's 17. So with that being said, we run into this team fight here. The Morgan is this is where I kind of wish I would have thought ahead a little bit more as well on what I wanted to build next, is because if I go into an Executioner's here, I have a better chance of just winning altogether. The Nike's just able to do whatever she wants. She's so tanky. But yeah, if I would have thought ahead of the Morgan actually going into Nike instead of someone that does damage, she makes the smarter play there. That's the experience of her being a Smurf. Going into Nike instead of wanting to just burst someone down as like the Mercury or something is really nice to see out of her. But it was really just an experience for me playing against Morgan that led me to build crit instead of 10. So, and I mean, I'm able to still kill the Nike if I have enough peel on my team, and peel is just the Jing Shin or the Amy kind of just blocking shots for me, slowing them down, stunning them, so that I'm able to get the damage out. I see the Gold Fury play off to the left, but I also see the Mercury pushing right, and I don't want him to get a free tower. And I do believe in my team for the most part in this game. They're not playing like out of this world, but they're competing with the enemy team in a nice way. So I don't feel like I have to be there to win the fight. I do end up calling retreat because I'm not there, and they kind of stay and just die. But they were able to defend the Gold Fury. So they do defend the Gold Fury, and they secure a couple kills, which is really nice. So I'm happy with that in the long run. I'm also able to kind of push them away from going mid and getting a tier 2 to coming to have to defend against me in right lane. So I pop my 2 for those protections, and I back immediately because I know that they're on their way. And there it is. There's the Merc and Morg on their way to the right lane to defend it. And that's... I was able to defend a tier 2 and push a tier 2 at the same time without kind of losing my directive. So their Jorgamander actually ends up DCing, so they pause the game. And I kind of like... I want them to... we kind of talk in the group chat while it's paused. And the Amy's like, let's group up, and I'm like, that's a good idea, but I have ulti. I have a global ulti. If I can pull one or two of them away from the group and ulti into that group fight, then that's a win for us. And on top of it, if I can get a Phoenix out of it, I'll take it. And this is gonna, it's kind of, for me right now, I can 1v2 everyone except for the Nike. If the Nike's there, I have a problem. And I can 1v1 anyone in the game right now. I can 1v1 even the Nike at this point, I believe. As long as I mess her during her thorns. As long as I can mess her during her thorns, I don't have a problem against her. So they are yelling at the Cuckoo, who is farming right. They do need him to push, unfortunately. And so you see I pulled 2 that way, so I head right. I'm like, let's go right. Let's get this kill on this Nike. And I see her, but I'm way too late. I kind of wish the Cuckoo would have called would have pushed her, but that's fine. I know 2 are in the carry lane. And let's get this Fire Giant. Fire Giant's going to be huge here. We're going to be able to push towers a lot faster. We're going to be able to sustain in team fights and just do extra damage. So this is a good play by us. I'm excited to see it. And Morgan and the Mercury do come in, and I believe that I kind of hope we just retreat. I know I don't want to get in this team fight because I don't want to die. Dying here would be really bad because losing the Fire Giant buff on me is not what I want to happen. I don't know what that Mercury was doing. That's why I was kind of just like confused. I'm like, what is he? Why is he just standing there? Whatever. We get this Nike kill, which is huge. Now I only have to deal with 1 Nike if the Morgan decides to pull into her. And I'm just able to, that Neath has 0 chance. I'm just like, whatever. Once again, pop my 2. Don't have to worry about protections. I have the Fire Giant buff on top of it, so moving through these objectives is nothing. Jingxin goes in, and we're taking 2 Phoenixes at once now, which is amazing. My team is kind of getting a little thirsty, trying to go for kills, but that's fine. Me and the Jingxin are just focusing. Let's get this objective. Let's do it. Let's do it. Do it. And I believe, I'm pretty sure this is just where we wrap it up. There are 3 people about to be up completely. We do kill the Nike, or not the Nike, the Morgan right there. We do knock her out of there. And now, once again, it's just, can we kill it in time before everyone else is back? The Mercury misses his ultimate, and I'm just focusing Titan. I don't care about the, a big thing in that is a lot of people chase kills, boost their KD, whatever they want to do. They just want to get stacked kills on kills. And when you're ranking in Conquest, you don't want to do that. You want to focus objectives. You don't, KD means absolutely nothing. I've lost plenty of games where I focused kills and they focused objectives and they won. I've also done it vice versa, where I was the one focusing objectives and my team was absolutely losing. I've won games where it was like 10 kills to 40 deaths on our team. Like the enemy team had 40 kills, and it was just, all I had to do was focus towers and allow them to just push teams, because that's what they were focusing on, and that's just not a good way to play if you're looking to win. If you're looking to have fun, play however you want. As long as you and your team are okay with not necessarily winning every game, You can play however you want. You can have a ton of fun in this game and just mess around with different team comps and all that hoo-ha. But if you're looking to get serious into ranked and actually win games, focus objectives. Kills are not going to win you the game. So, with that being said, that was my Apollo victory. I do go 12-3, which is nice. I do have a good game that game. With that being said, thank you guys for watching this video. Please leave a like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment and tell us what you guys liked or didn't like. We'd love to hear feedback to improve our content for you. And also don't forget to send your gameplay videos to levelupgamingcenteraz at gmail.com. You can also follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and other social medias via the link tree in the description. Thanks again for watching. Don't forget to ring that bell, and we'll see you next time. Later.